Hi guys, Renee here. I want to come on today just really quickly and show you guys how to open and prepare a rhinestone file for cutting on your Silhouette Cameo. So the first thing I'm going to do is go to my download. I already downloaded the file and it's going to be a zip file. So I'm just going to click on this and then I'm going to click on extract all. And this will extract all of the files in that folder. And now you can see these are all of the different file types that were included in that file. So then I'm going to go back to Silhouette Studio and click on File Open. And I am going to go to Pink Boots. And I'm going to open this file at the top. This is a SVG file. So I'm just going to double click on that. And there you have it. So as you can see, this is, maybe I'll turn my screen, my matte black, so you can see it a little better. So this is like a cowboy hat and boots, which is super cute. And this is a 2-color file, so I'm going to separate the colors. And let me just change my mat back to 12 by 12. So I'm going to cut this on 2 separate templates because it's 2 different colors. So the first color is the clear. And what I usually do, the first thing I usually do when I buy a file is I ungroup it because I want to make sure that the size of the circles is correct. So normally I only use SS10 rhinestones, and the correct circle size should be 0.13 inches on here. So I'm going to ungroup this. I just moved it. Well, I'll release compound path. So that I can see what it is. So I'm just going to select a circle. It's actually a little big. It's coming up 0.138. So I'm going to regroup that. I'm just going to highlight everything and do Control G to group it again. And I'm going to just check the pink one as well and see. I'm going to release compound path again. I just want to check and see what the size of this is. So I'm just going to select any circle, it doesn't matter, and that's 0.138 also. So this is actually a tad bit big for SS10 rhinestone. So I'm going to do Control G to group that. And I'm going to put this back together. So I can work with it a little bit. So then I'm going to select the whole thing and Control G to group it. And I'm going to change my matte back to white. And I'm going to make this just a little bit smaller because I want the circles to be 0.130. So I made it 10.5. So I'm going to ungroup it and ungroup again. And then I'm going to check. There we go, 0.130. So That's the white layer, and this is the pink layer. Remember, I was going to cut these on two different um, pieces of flock. Okay, so there we have it. Is 0.130, and I can ungroup this to check as well. Okay, that's 0.130. So I'm going to group that back. And just be careful when you're ungrouping that you don't move anything out of place on the design. And so now what we can do is go ahead and cut our template material. So I'm going to put the grid back on just to make it easier to see. So we would need a piece of material that is about 11 inches long and 9 inches wide. And once you get that on your cutting mat, for rhinestone templates, keep in mind we are not mirroring the design. You're going to leave it just as it is. And then you're going to click on send. And I do not have a silhouette actually connected here, but we can go ahead and you can select, there should be rhinestone template material. Here it is in there. And so see, all of the circles are highlighted in red. And I don't think it's going to let me go any further because I don't have a device set up on here. But normally I would do a force of 33, a blade of 8, and cut. I actually have found that you get a better result actually if you cut 3 times instead of twice. But either 2 or 3 times, it's just something I tried once and discovered that a lot of the dots come out or stay on the mat when you cut 3 times instead of 2. So there you have it. And then you're just going to click send. And once that is done, then we're going to go ahead and cut the other layer the same way. Just check, and make sure that you still need 9 by 11, which it looks like it's okay. And then you're going to send that to cut. And there you have it. So you will have 2 pieces of rhinestone flock material. You can peel it back. Any of the circles that don't come out automatically, poke those out and put them on a piece of foam board or cardboard or something like that so you can brush your stone. So that is part 1. We'll come back with part 2 where we will demonstrate brushing and brushing the stones and pressing. But thank you guys for joining me. If you have any questions, please let us know. We'll be happy to answer them. Thanks. Bye.